The mission of the Urban League is to empower African Americans and others with economic self-reliance, civil rights, and overall social equality to improve the condition of African Americans, but to also improve race relations in the entire community as a whole. I actually joined the Urban League when I was 16 years old on my birthday. And as a member, I worked and volunteered and saw firsthand how the Urban League helped people who didn't have jobs, who didn't have homes, who didn't have food, who didn't have clothing, and provided all of those things that were needed to get individuals back on their feet and to become self-sufficient.
Back in the early 70s, I graduated from University of Central Missouri, came to St. Louis with a business degree. I'm 6'5", but I had a big afro and platform shoes on, and so I was 6'10" then. I did not even have a sport coat to interview, but I wanted to be in St. Louis, and the first place I went was a place to really give me some guidance and counseling and advice and so forth, was the Urban League. They prepared me for the opportunities that were to come.
Being right here on Delmar and Grandel Square in the heart of Grand Center, having been here since 1972, and having a legacy of service in this community is a perfect place for us because the arts community has a way of bridging gaps between races, sexes, socioeconomic groups.
When we were started in 1980, there were only two cultural organizations in Grand Center Arts District, the St. Louis Symphony and the Vaughn Cultural Center of the Urban League. So the Urban League's leadership in the arts has been part of us from our very beginnings.
We're very proud of the Vaughn Cultural Center here at the Urban League because obviously from our standpoint, it is extremely important that African American artists and art are displayed on a regular basis and that African Americans see themselves in art and culture in a very positive way.
Art does not exist in a vacuum. The most powerful art challenges us to get outside our comfort zones, to hear and see and experience things in new and unexpected ways. And Grand Center Arts District really exists to push people across those boundaries into new opportunities and find ways that they can connect with one another.
I've seen the whole area evolve. I just see a energy and a culture and a mindset about collaboration and partnership that I think reflects St. Louis in a very significant and meaningful way. And that connection to Urban League just kind of anchors another aspect of this regarding diversity and inclusion.
Our arts district is really located at a cultural crossroads in St. Louis. I think we really have a strong opportunity to work with the Urban League and others to think about how do we make sure that we're really here for our entire St. Louis community.
We have made significant progress over the past 99 years here in St. Louis that the Urban League has existed, but obviously recent events have shown us that there's still much more work to be done, and we are prepared to be a part of that work and to try to be a part of the solution and part of the community moving forward.
I think about the Urban League in a very loving, caring way that if it wasn't for them, am I living my life worthy of the sacrifice the people there made on my behalf.
I have a lifelong love affair with the Urban League, and it's been a great organization for me personally and definitely one for the community.